Hi there, it's Jay from I Wonder UK, getting ready for another overnighter, potentially. And I started thinking maybe it'd be a good idea to come up with a list or a way of remembering the equipment you need to take on a wild camp. So I'm going to run through what I do and share it with you. Hopefully it'll help. I've been lucky enough this year to do quite a lot of wild camping, if I'm honest with you. I had 42 days on the Southwest Coastal Path. I've done Norfolk Coastal Path and Devon Coast to Coast for 8 days as well. So I've got a bit of experience and I've done stuff before in my lifetime. And it occurred to me that how do I remember stuff? So I've come up with my own little method, the way that I remembered stuff. Want to share it with you. Stick with it to the end because it'd be like an aid memoir, if you like. I'm going to go through the way that I remember stuff. And this is aimed at both people who are first starting out and what to look for in their equipment, and for those who've got a bit more experience and you get to camp. I think we've all done it. Forgot one little thing like your cup for your cup of tea or something. So it's like an aid memoir right at the end. So let's get into it. We're going to start off with the first S, if you like, which is for shelter. And that could be tent, bivvy, tarp. I'll be making other videos on a more in-depth level of what I look for initially when I first started wild camping to hopefully help others. So we've got the first S done. We're going on to the, believe it or not, the second S, which is sleeping system. And that would be covering sleeping bags, quilts, down synthetic, sleeping mats, roll mats, foil mats, all of that. Again, I'll be making another video on that. The next bit is, would you believe, another S, which I've shortened down to sack, just so I can keep it as S's, but obviously that means rucksack. There's a whole variety of rucksacks out there. You need to experiment and find out what you like, but again, I'll try and make another video on that of what I use, what I find works for the distance between one overnighter, going out in the woods, or necessity, what you need for a long distance walk. So far we've got 3 S's. That's shelter, sleeping bag, and sack. And that gives you the what I think people refer to as the big 3. Next one is another S. Subscribe. Nah, kidding. But I'd appreciate it if you could. Down in the bottom corner there or in the description below, and then you won't have to remember where this is for future. Next, we're going to need another S. I think you can see where this is going now, can't you? And that's for sustenance. And what I'm going to include in that is food, water, cooking equipment, stuff like your water bottles, water filters. Again, there'll be another video. Like I said, I'm trying to cover this all in one go and then break it down into smaller sections afterwards. The next S is self, and what I'm including that is clothing, hygiene, first aid, including medication you need, and little breakdowns of that. Again, another video. And the last category for this will be another S, which is I'm calling stuff. I wanted to call it miscellaneous, but I'm not sure if I could spell that, so I'm going to call it stuff. I've got a little bag which I call my missy bag for miscellaneous, and what I'm going to include that is head torches, battery banks, repair tape, bits of string, spare guy lines, some cable ties. Again, there'll be another video breaking down of that, but I just wanted to cover everything to make or help you to remember everything when you go. So that we've got 2 successes there. I was going to include another one for sticks, i.e. trekking poles, or sticks is what I call them, but I think that's like a personal preference. Not everybody uses them. Again, I love them. I'm going to actually do another video on that. So back to the successes, and that's why I stuck with the successes, because to me in my head 6S sounds like success. I know it sounds a bit corny, but it's the way I remember it. Trying to wrap this up now, we've got the 6 S's for success. Hopefully there will be two fields, one for people who are actually working through what they actually need to take, and two for people with a lot more experience of a aid memoir, I think the word is. But thanks for watching. If I've missed anything, please put it in the description below. It'd be helpful, and I'll just update the video in the future. But for now, this is Jay from I Wonder UK. I'm out of here.